Now on CoastTV News.
A chilly start for Delmarva. Temperatures beginning in the 30s and 40s. A mild weather continues today with 60s away from the coast. 60s again Thursday with some showers expected with a cold front. I'll track it on Futurecast next.
In tragic case as this part of this 2022 hit and run that killed Berlin teenager ends, what state prosecutors are seeking in the sentencing.
Maryland voting changes how Democrats in the General Assembly are making a push to change the way presidential candidates are decided.
Milford's electric move, you just heard that. Well, we're going to take a look at that.
This is CoastTV News Today.
Police coming up, and welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. It is Wednesday, February 26, 2025.
Yeah, we've hit the middle part of the week, and I think if you liked yesterday's weather, I think you're going to like today's weather.
I know, and saying February 26, that's a good sign, because then March, and then April, and then the better months.
Grilling season.
It's a good time. But Bob, we're headed in the right direction, but I know it's only temporary.
I know. It's a slow transition to the next season. It warms up, cools down. You have the up and down temperatures, and that's exactly what we'll be looking at as we go through time. It's a cold start, scraping some frost off the windshield this morning in Georgetown, 37, 31 in Salisbury, 30 in Redden. A little milder at the beaches, 43 waking up to that in Bethany Beach and 45 in Rehoboth. Good morning to you. We're looking at calm winds there, a little bit of a breeze along the coast, and we're looking at clear skies. So if you're out traveling all across Delmarva, looking nice and quiet all the way from the Carolinas into the Northeast, as we're watching high pressure building in, you can see all the clear skies back to our west. So we're looking at a beautiful day. Just a cold start, and temperatures do slowly climb through the 30s this morning. Mid-morning, we're in the 40s, and then by noon, remember, the cold Atlantic Ocean waters keeping you colder at the beaches, 40s and 50s there, warming well into the 50s. Inland areas close to 60 in Millsboro later, 59 in Ellendale, 59 in Delmar, but much colder at the beaches, around 47 in Bethany Beach. Some of you getting above 50 degrees, others staying in the 40s. Pretty chilly conditions. And then as we go into the evening hours, looking at 40s and 50s. Here's a drivecast for today. I gave it the green light, dry and chilly this morning. No more snow. I don't have to deal with that for a while. That's good. And then dry and mild for the afternoon and evening commute with temperatures into the 60s inland areas.
Thank you, Bob. We have developing news out of Worcester County. That's where the man involved in the hit-and-run death of Berlin teenager Gavin Knupp has pled guilty. Tyler Mayu entered that plea, a felony, for failure to remain at the scene of an accident resulting in death. Also at Tuesday's motions hearing, Mayu admitted for the first time that he was the driver of the car that hit Knupp, who you see here on your screen. That charge carries a maximum of 10 years in prison, but the state is recommending a little more than 3 years. Mayu will remain in jail until he is sentenced on March 19th.
And if you're not familiar with the case, here is some background. Gavin Knupp was 14 years old when he was killed while walking on a road in Ocean Pines. This happened on July 11, 2022. And after a lot of outcry and months later, Tyler Mayu was charged, but all 17 charges he faced were for violations of motor vehicle law.
As we move on, new this morning, spending requests being reviewed in the Delaware General Assembly. The Joint Finance Committee is continuing its work on the fiscal year 2026 budget for the state. This morning, the committee will review operating budget requests from state agencies. Now, the 2025 budget, that one came in at over $6 billion. And on his final day in office, then Governor John Carney proposed a budget that has a 7% increase. And that new budget must be in place by July 1st.
Happening today, changes could be coming to how Marylanders choose presidential candidates. A bill looking to have ranked voting be in place in 2028 is being debated in the General Assembly. This afternoon, the state Senate's Education, Energy, and Environment Committee is holding a hearing on that bill. Voters would select several candidates and assign a rating of their top choices. In theory, the candidates with the most vote might not be the winner under this system.
Now getting a live look at Ocean City. Got a view there as we await more of the sunrise, and it's a number of small shops on the boardwalk, which is right near this location, that has the attention of town officials. They are trying to rid the boardwalk of explicit merchandise. They're considering a proposal that would fine business owners for displaying inappropriate merch at the storefront. First fine under this plan for owners would be $500. The second one, $1,000, and if there's a third one, That one could cost an owner their business license. People we spoke to on the boardwalk say while this is a good idea, that fine might be too expensive.
A warning first, and in case you have an employee working here like we do seasonally and they put it out front, give the owner a chance to get that straightened out.
Council discussed this at a work session on Tuesday. Action is expected to occur at a future meeting.
And that's not the only fine on the table. OC Council also is thinking about parking fines being increased during special events like the 4th of July fireworks and the Endless Summer Cruising event. The council pushed this proposal ahead of a first reading next meeting.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what concerns you most about explicit merchandise.
So far, 71% of voters say the impact on kids, 21% say tourism image, and 8% business rights. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or on our mobile app. The Milford Police Department is adding 3 new cars to their inventory, 3 new electric cars. With all extra expenses included, the department recently purchased these vehicles for almost $200,000. But the cars are being evaluated before administrators and staff can drive them to and from work. One person we spoke with in Milford told Coast TV he's not a fan of the cars being electric.
We're paying into those cars and it's just a waste, you know. If you think about electric cars, you know, they when it's wintertime, cold weather and electric doesn't mix. You know, condensation from the cold weather, you know, water and electric don't mix. That's why you had Tesla, those cars catch on fire because it just doesn't mix.
The cars are currently operational, but the police say final checks still need to be done before the cars can be taken home. And a new group is being formed in Sussex County. It's the Land Use Reform Working Group. According to the county, it will be made up of 10 people from different backgrounds, including developers, environmentalists, and housing advocates. Their goal is to manage rapid growth and development, and that group is expected to present its first ideas later this year.
We're now taking a live look at our nation's capital, where later today, just a few blocks from that building right there, President Trump will meet with his entire cabinet, along with Elon Musk, for the first time since taking office. This, as 21 staffers tasked with improving the government's information technology services have resigned. As
NBC's Alice Barr shows us, those workers are saying they won't use their knowledge to jeopardize Americans' sensitive data.
President Trump preparing for the first full cabinet meeting of his new term, with Elon Musk set to join, amid growing frustration over the rapid-fire cuts from his Department of Government Efficiency.
This is what democracy looks like!
Protesters outside Health and Human Services drawing attention to research cuts.
It's about whether people live and die.
Everybody move, please.
While fired federal workers went from office to office on Capitol Hill seeking help from senators.
We're in it because we love our country, and they're firing us saying that we have performance problems, and that's not the case.
Those still on the job looking for answers about that email asking them to list 5 things they did at work last week and whether to follow Musk's word that they'll be fired for not responding, or the Trump administration's HR department saying replying is voluntary.
Well, it's somewhat voluntary, but it's also, if you don't answer, I guess you get fired. What it really is do people exist?
That as 21 workers resigned from the U.S. digital service that turned into Doge, saying they won't use their expertise to compromise core government systems, jeopardize sensitive data, or dismantle critical public services. Musk called them political holdovers who refuse to return to the office.
The concurrent resolution is adopted.
All as President Trump's legislative agenda passed its first big hurdle in the House, where Republicans narrowly voted to adopt a budget resolution funding mass deportations and tax cuts while slashing up to $2 trillion from the budget. But how is not clear, and there's a long road ahead. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Yeah, Rehoboth Beach police promotion, that's coming up. We'll take a look at the new 3-year deal that is set to go into effect in April.
Also, Sussex Tax Solutions will tell you about the possible property tax exemptions being discussed right now.
And hunting at Hopkins, why the Creamery is reminding people of its no trespassing policy after a scary event. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4. Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Come out to the Delaware Seafood Fest at Shellville on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy steamed crabs, shrimp, lobster, and more while enjoying live music all day. Plus, have fun with a variety of family entertainment such as craft vendors, raffles, contests, and more. Proceeds from this event will go to support the Stevenson Foundation, which provides funding for scholarships and more. Get your tickets now at DelawareSeafoodFestival.com. Sponsored by CoastTV.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with socket fan.
It is exactly 6:12 on this gorgeous Wednesday morning. Look at this stunning sunrise on the FH4 camera. This is the camera shot, at least of the week. Beautiful shot there. 32 in Cambridge. It's a cold start. We're scraping frost inland areas. A lot of us below freezing in the 30s, otherwise 40s at the coast right now. Winds are calm or very, very light, and we are looking at mostly clear skies. It's going to be a beautiful day with lots of sunshine. Good travel weather all across the mid-Atlantic, all the way back into the Ohio Valley as high pressure is building in. What size coffee this morning? Oh, let's go extra large. I know I always go XL, so, it's a cold start, so maybe a little blooper cream for me. We're looking at 62 this afternoon, sunny and milder conditions.
Happening today, Delaware State Police will continue work in determining the cause of a crash that happened here on Lewis-Georgetown Highway. This is near Joseph's Road. According to troopers, this crash happened Tuesday afternoon, and they say a Subaru turned into the path of a Chevrolet Silverado around 12:20. The impact sent the Subaru's driver to the hospital with serious injuries. The other driver was also hurt and taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Hopkins Farm Creamery in Lewis is issuing a safety warning to visitors after a recent incident on its property. The business shared on social media that a couple was seen walking around the farm and ended up near an area where hunters are active. The creamery is reminding everyone to respect the no trespassing signs on their property. They say heavy machinery operates around the building and hunting is common there.
We have an update for those who fish in Millsboro. The Ingram's Pond boat ramp is now closed. You can see that area that we're talking about on your screen. Denrex says this is so crews can build a brand new ramp and expand the parking, and that new ramp, that should be done in May.
A U.S. industry leader warns President Donald Trump's plans to impose a 25% tariff on all imported aluminum could cost 100,000 American jobs. The new tariff rate is set to go into effect next month, and the CEO of Alcoa, one of the largest U.S. aluminum makers, said the tariff would eliminate about 20,000 direct U.S. aluminum industry jobs.
And according to several recent surveys, many Americans, they are worried about their wallets, the economic mood of the country being driven by an increase in inflation. A new survey from Wells Fargo shows roughly 75% of adults and teens say they do plan on cutting back on spending due to economic worries.
Still ahead, Sussex Tax Solutions will tell you what could change with property tax calculations as the county is in reassessment.
Sunrise in about 20 minutes and a beautiful shot of the Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laurel. 30 degrees, a bit of a frosty start, but we're going to warm it up quickly as we're looking at a couple of mild days on the way for Delmarva. Cooler at the beaches. Some showers Thursday with the cold front. Nothing significant, but a big cool down for the weekend. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
Yep, you're good, you're good. I have your lunchbox. Yes,
Mornings can be a bit hectic. But what if your morning was just easier? At Wawa,
Morning.
it is. With everything you need to get your day moving.
Hi. Have a good one.
All we ask is that you hold the door. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
For greatness.
Get more with DSN Plus. Subscribe today.
The Harry K Foundation presents its annual chocolate crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Enjoy 10 songs in a row. Sponsored by Pohanga Kia of Salisbury.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:17. We're getting a live look at the morning scene at the Roosevelt Inlet there in Lewis, waiting for the sunrise. And we continue by with spring-like temperatures, but these good vibrations, Marky Mark, maybe Beach Boys reference, they're not going to last.
Yeah, Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, Wrecking Crew played on that song. Great song, Good Vibrations. Love the Beach Boys, love the beach music, and you could head to the beach today. You'll have to bundle up a little bit. It's going to be chilly this morning, and then I think lower 60s inland areas, but cooler 50s at the beaches since that water is still very cold. So mild today and tomorrow, and then Thursday, showers with a cold front. I don't think especially heavy. In fact, we're looking at our rain chances the next several days. Tomorrow really is our only chance, and it's only isolated to widely scattered. This was much higher yesterday up into the scattered category. So just some light rain showers, kind of spring-like showers as we go into tomorrow. Dry and cold through the weekend. Then I think as we go into the middle part of next week, that's when we could see a more significant outbreak of rain. So we'll see about that. Anyway, this morning it's cold. 30 in Redden, 31 in Salisbury, 32 in Seaford. It is very cold out there. Frosty too. 42 in Ocean City, 44 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are calm, just a little bit of a breeze at the coast. Mostly clear skies, just a few high clouds. Otherwise, we're looking at a beautiful weather pattern. Clear skies all across the mid-Atlantic up into the New York area as high pressure is building in from the west. Some showers back through the Midwest, even maybe a little bit of snow through the upper Midwest. There's a frontal system back here, and that's the one that will swing through tomorrow, giving us that chance for showers. But we're in good shape today. A cold start on Futurecast. A little frosty early on, but then quickly rising above freezing mid-morning, upper 40s to lower 50s. And then by noon, Salisbury to Millsboro and Milton all into the mid to upper 50s, but cooler 40s from Dewey Beach to Fenwick Island. Some beach locations maybe not getting out of the 40s today, otherwise 50s there, and then upper 50s and lower 60s inland areas. Then tonight, we could be looking at temperatures dipping into the 40s late evening, and then overnight, winds pick up from the south, clouds increase, and temperatures actually rise into the morning hours into the 40s and 50s, and then it's breezy and mild, and that's ahead of this cold front that drops in as we go into later Tuesday. Not especially strong, but we'll be seeing some scattered showers moving through as we go through the afternoon hours, maybe a few 1/100ths of an inch of rain, and then we're looking at a cooler Friday, but then the wind shift on Saturday, a mild day there, looking good, but then another cold front moves through Saturday evening, and then on Sunday, sunshine, but very cold. Some of us not even getting out of the 30s. Paul, they have a 7-day forecast, mild lower 60s away from the coast today, and tomorrow sunshine today, showers Thursday, and then only 52 on Friday. Saturday is the milder day of the weekend, 63, and then much colder Sunday, a high of only 39, 21 as we head into Monday morning. So not done with winter quite yet. 42 Monday, but then a little better by Tuesday, a mix of sun and clouds, and 54.
Thank you, Bob. All 3 Delaware counties are currently undergoing a court-ordered property reassessment. It has been decades since it was last updated, so in some cases, assessed values are going to go way up, but in other cases, it's actually going down. Per state code, the county shall not collect more than 15% in property taxes than the year prior. And new today, since the overall taxable assessed value is so much higher, the tax rate in Sussex County is actually going to go down substantially. And in other words, don't panic, because even if your house value is a whole lot higher than it was, you're not paying a whole lot more in county taxes. The county is committed to staying revenue neutral. And at a presentation, Finance Director Gina Jennings showed how the current county property tax rate is 44.5 cents per $100 of value. But in order to stay revenue neutral, the proposed tax rate will shrink to 2.15 cents.
And another smaller part of this is tax exemptions. Roughly 800 low-income seniors already have a break. Now Sussex County is working to keep that exemption in line with changing property assessments. Low-income seniors get up to $12,500 off their taxable assessment. With new assessed values, the county says that number could go up to $229,000. Income restrictions will stay the same. Seniors applying for the exception can't make more than $6,000 per year or $7,500 if they're married. And some seniors we spoke with, well, they're grateful for the tax relief.
Anything that can help seniors, especially people that don't have that cushion, don't have that income, they're maybe by themselves, a widow or a widower.
This is a complicated story. There are other tax programs such as a disability veterans tax credit, and we have links to all of this on our website, CoastTV.com.
And this sparked a lot of questions. A 2018 lawsuit claimed the current property tax system shortchanged Delaware students and schools, critically underfunding them. That lawsuit was settled, clearing the way for a full reassessment of all properties in mid-2024. And now these new values are being sent out, and there is an appeal process for those who feel their reassessment is inaccurate.
Up next, Rehoboth Beach Police Promotion, the details of a new deal for officers there. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
The Rehoboth Beach Police Department Union and the City Commissioners have come to an agreement on a 3-year deal. That deal includes a base salary increase from $64,000 to $78,000, along with a 100% health care coverage and 80% coverage for officers' families. One woman says it's well deserved.
I think it's perfect because they're putting their life on the line every day for us, and they do deserve 100% coverage as well as their families.
And that agreement will go into effect on April 1st. And this warmer weather, I'm sure, has people ready to start spring cleaning, which can also be a little dreadful, especially after the winter with a lot of snow.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking of doing some outside work myself today. But
Nice.
Bob, I'm a little bit inland. When we look at those temperatures along the coast today, it's still cooler.
Yeah, definitely need the windbreaker along the coast, but another good day if you want to do maybe a little raking outside, a little spring cleaning. Chincoteague and Assateague starting out cold in the 30s and 40s, barely getting into the 50s in Chincoteague, and maybe not cracking that 50-degree mark in Assateague. With Fenwick Island and Ocean City, cold start, temperatures in the 40s and maybe some lower 50s as we go into the afternoon. Waves only 1 to 3 feet. On the bay side, 62 today in Cambridge, and then showers on Thursday with the front, a cooler Friday on the way, and then Chris Hill 55 today, 58 with showers tomorrow, then a little cooler Friday, then a much bigger cool down into the weekend. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
After the break on CoastTV News Today, preparations underway for this year's Delaware State Fair. We'll tell you about the new performers recently added to the list of musical guests.
Also, Delaware budget discussion, what is being reviewed today, and the potential increase for the upcoming fiscal year.
And break in the case, a new admission from the man involved in the hit-and-run death of a Berlin teenager. We'll tell you that and what is expected from future court appearances. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, and Delmarva Dave. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
DSN Plus is more energy. Extra live games and on-demand replays anytime, anywhere. DSN Plus is more hype. From playoff matchups in unified football to marching band showcases, we highlight what makes Delmarva unique. DSN Plus is more hometown pride. We go wherever our teams go with up to 5 live games every weeknight. DSN is still free on air and cable, but get even more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today. Get the CoastTV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Download the CoastTV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at CoastTV.com. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. Now on Coast TV News.
A chilly start for Delmarva. Temperatures beginning in the 30s and 40s, but a mild afternoon. 60s away from the coast this afternoon, then 60s again Thursday. Some showers expected with the cold front. I'll track it on Futurecast next.
Plea given. That's what happened Tuesday in Worcester County Circuit Court. This is the 2022 case involving a deadly hit and run and what prosecutors say they want when it comes to the sentencing.
Charged for duty, we look at the new EV fleet at the Milford Police Department and some of the pushback taking place in the city.
Primary voting proposal, the bill making its way in the Maryland General Assembly that could change the way presidential candidates are selected.
This is Coast TV News Today.
February 26, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And the time is 6:30 as we make our way on this Wednesday morning. Hump Day, if you like that reference.
Yeah, it's always good to get past Wednesday, I think, and then it's smooth sailing closer to the weekend. But, Bob, it's a better Wednesday weather-wise, which I always think makes the weeks more bearable.
Yeah, it always seems like when you get to Wednesday, then the rest of the week does go by pretty quickly. But we're looking at another mild day on the way for Delmarva. But first, a cold start. Warm up the car, get the ice scraper ready to go. 31 in Salisbury, 33 in Delmar. Redden only 30 degrees right now. A little milder at the beaches, 43 Rehoboth and Bethany Beach at 41. There you have a little bit of a breeze. Otherwise, looking at calm conditions inland right now and mostly clear skies. Saw that beautiful sunrise from Cambridge earlier on. Looking at lots of sunshine as high pressure will be building in from the west, pretty much ensuring a nice day on the way, but a cold start. But we quickly rise above freezing this morning, mid-morning into the 40s. By noon, mid to upper 50s from Salisbury to Milton and Selbyville, but it will be cooler at the coast. Temperatures in the 40s, maybe cracking 50 in some places, but that Atlantic Ocean still about 38 degrees, so that's going to keep you colder. But inland areas this afternoon into the lower 60s. If you're riding the ferry up to Cape May, light winds, lots of sunshine, but you want to bundle up because we're only seeing temperatures in the 40s, then rising into the lower to middle 50s as we go into the afternoon.
Bob, the man involved in the hit-and-run death of a Berlin teenager, Gavin Knupp, has pled guilty. Tyler Mayu pleaded guilty to felony failure to remain at the scene of the accident resulting in death. And also at Tuesday's motion hearing, Mayu admitted for the first time that he was the driver of the car that hit Gavin Knupp, who you see right here on your screen. That charge carries a maximum of 10 years in prison, but the state is recommending a little more than 3 years. Mayu will remain in jail until he is sentenced on March 19th.
And let's level set here and review some of the key details about this case. Gavin Knupp was 14 years old when he was killed while walking on a road in Ocean Pines. This happened on July 11th, 2022. And after some community outcry, Tyler Mayu was charged months later. An important note here, all 17 charges Mayu faces were for violations of motor vehicle law. As we move on, happening today, more work on Delaware's budget for the 2026 fiscal year. The Joint Finance Committee and the General Assembly are holding a hearing this morning. The committee is scheduled to review operating budget requests from state agencies. The 2025 budget, that came in at over $6 billion. This new budget must be in place by July 1st.
New this morning, a bill being debated in the Maryland General Assembly is looking to change the way the state chooses presidential candidates. Later today, the state Senate's Education, Energy, and Environment Committee is holding a hearing on changing presidential primaries to ranked choice voting. Voters would select several candidates and assign a rating of their top choices. In theory, the candidate with the most votes might not be the winner under this system. If eventually signed into law, this would be in effect for the 2028 presidential primary. And the Milford Police Department recently purchased 3 brand new electric-powered vehicles.
However, some people living in the city, they've expressed concern over this big purchase.
The total amount reached nearly $200,000, and now the agency is looking to take a newer approach with these vehicles being electric-powered rather than gas-powered.
But as Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, it's led to concern also for the environment and other areas.
An electric approach for the Milford Police Department. Milford PD recently purchased 2 new trucks and 1 smaller-sized car, which you can see here. The cars will be used by administrators and civilian staff as take-home cars, but not by patrol officers. The cost of all 3 cars and the extra expenses included to get them up and running, $193,179. Kevin Alvarez lives in Milford and told Coast TV he doesn't think this was a necessary investment.
I do not like electric cars at all. I think it's just a waste of taxpayers' money,
And thinks they won't operate too well here on the coast.
When it's wintertime, cold weather and electric doesn't mix, condensation from the cold weather.
Timothy Sprong, on the other hand, says people should give these electric cars a chance.
I'm mildly in favor of it. Might as well try them out and see if they're worth keeping or worth getting more of.
When I spoke to one of the officers earlier, he told me that these cars are fully operational right now. They just want to get those last few checks done before any of these cars are taken home. An effort to provide more transportation for Milford Police while trying something new. For Coast TV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
The Milford Police Department says these new electric vehicles won't be used as patrol cars or for placing people under arrest, but they will serve as a way of bringing Milford police staff to and from work.
New this morning, excitement's building for the annual Delaware State Fair. The organization is releasing its final announcement. Saturday, July 19th, CMA Award nominee Riley Green will come back to the First State and perform new hits on a familiar stage. According to the State Fair, Preston Cooper will also join him for the performance, and the two will jam out on the M&T Bank Grandstand. A focus on development in Sussex County, the Land Use Reform Working Group, that is being formed, and this will be made up of 10 people from different backgrounds. That includes developers, environmentalists, and housing advocates. They say their goal is to manage rapid growth and development. The group is expected to present its first ideas later this year.
We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital, and lawmakers are working to craft a budget framework that can clear chambers of Congress. And that's after the House passed a resolution last night. It could be setting up a battle over Medicaid. It's important to note that measure is not a finalized bill. It's a framework for negotiations with the Senate that's likely to get pushed back in the chamber. It proposes an $880 billion reduction in health and energy programs over a decade. President Donald Trump says Medicare cuts are off the table. So some Republicans say it's hard to make the resolution's math work without affecting Medicaid.
Medicaid is hugely problematic because it has a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse.
And that means not only probably throwing millions of kids off health insurance, it means also making major cutbacks for nursing homes.
It's true most seniors in the U.S. rely on Medicaid to pay for that care, but some Republicans argue changing Medicaid isn't the same as eliminating its popular programs.
We still have more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, shelter hours under debate. We'll tell you why a school is pushing back against a change that will keep a homeless shelter open longer and how the shelter is responding.
Also, Cape survives a scare in the first round, how the boys basketball team survived in advance in the state tournament.
And Rescue Seal Released will tell you how the Murr Institute says it will keep tabs on a now released seal as it is in the wild again. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
We salute Cameron Morris. Cameron joined the fire service in 2022, channeling his passion for firefighting into a budding career even during challenging times. Inspired by his uncle, a firefighter whose legacy he aims to honor and build upon, Cameron is dedicated to advancing his skills further by training to become a paramedic with Sussex County. Despite his busy schedule, Cameron remains committed to his training and service, striving to make a significant impact in his community and fulfill his career aspirations. We salute Cameron Morris for his dedication and efforts to excel in the fire service while honoring his uncle's memory.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton Chevrolet of Milford. Trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. Together, let's drive new 2024 Silverados up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get 0.9% financing on select new 2024 EV models. Visit us today. And remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
The Harry K Foundation presents its annual chocolate crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
I love the Four Seasons on Delmarva. This coastal area has so much to offer weather-wise, and sometimes it's a little challenging forecasting for this area. You get the rain-snow line here with storms that come up the coast in the wintertime, but that's similar to where I grew up on Long Island. We had the same rain-snow line along the coast, so in a lot of ways, it's something I've grown up with and something I'm used to forecasting.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
Coming up, Drew's got Valerie Bertinelli and Andy McDowell. She's opening up about a very personal struggle.
It's powerful. Like when it hits, it's hard.
Wednesday at noon on Coast TV.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Wednesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
6:40 on this chilly Wednesday morning. Tunnel and Razor Cam, good-looking shot over Roosevelt Inlet. 41, a little warmer at the beaches. You've got 40s here, but inland we're scraping frost with 30s, even 29 in Redden right now. Winds are calm or very light. That'll be the case all day as we're looking at high pressure building in, so mostly clear skies over us, then all the way back to the west across the Ohio Valley. Good-looking day. Great day to wash the car and maybe add the wax as well. Not so tomorrow. I gave it the fair category because we're looking at some showers and then improving conditions to wash the car on Friday. Umbrella giveaway winner today is Lois Mann from Millville. Congratulations to her from Coast TV and Paul Davis.
The Delaware Department of Agriculture has launched a new program they say will help farmers save on crop insurance premiums. This is expected to reduce 2025 insurance costs by 30% for farmers who had coverage in 2024. Maximum savings here of $10 per acre. The Ag Department says it is designed to make crop insurance more affordable. For more on this new program, check out our app and coasttv.com.
A race for open space raising money for the 4th Street Forest Preserve is coming back to Lewis on April 5th. All the proceeds will go to the 4th Street Preserve campaign to help save Lewis's last forested open space. That 5K and 1 mile run will start at 9 a.m.
I like the story here. We have an update on the male harp seal rescued from Dewey Beach last week. His name is Montebello. There he is, according to the National Aquarium Stranding Response. After being treated for eye discharge and lice, he is now back in the sea. Montebello even got a satellite transmitter to help track his movements and support his safe return to the wild.
And another seal got rescued around Tuesday at 11 a.m. It was a gray seal pup named Pisces, and according to Murr, he was found at the South York Beach crossing in Fenwick Island. Murr says Pisces suffered from bite wounds and was sent to the National Aquarium in Baltimore for further treatment.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. Now, we didn't just have two thrilling Bayside finals last night. Let's show you what went down in Lewis. 14-seeded Cape Henlopen hosting 19-seed Wilmington Friends to open the DIAA boys basketball tournament. The Vikings trying to set up a date with Seaford, and Steven Sibbles gets us started. 2-0 Cape Henlopen ahead. Other end of the floor, Joe Winchell showing off the vision for Friends. Nice find to Connor Brennan, and the Quakers trail by 2. It's 8-6. Then to cap the first, Friends Ethan Lukacs buries a 3, 10-9 Cape ahead. Vikings turn to respond. Jamison Tingle on the drive. Pull up wetter than Jolly Roger. 19-12 in the second quarter. Later, Jordan Downing with the dime. Here comes Tingle, an appointment on the upper floor. 23-12 in the second. To the third, Winchell pushing on the break, glides to the basket. It's the lay, and it's back to a single-digit game. Now 29-23. Downing cashing in from the wing. 32-23 Cape in front. Then it's more from Tingle, the sophomore. He doesn't play like it. 41-29 in the third, but Winchell and Friends would not relent. Breaking out the Euro step, 48-39. Wind chill and friends continuing to push. They'd ultimately take the lead 52-51, but Cape prevails. They win it 56-52.
And coming up tonight on DSN, we have live NCAA women's basketball when Maryland Eastern Shore hosts North Carolina Central. And at 8, it's the nightcap of this MEAC doubleheader when the Hawks men's team takes on the Eagles. And you can catch the final score at 10:30 for a recap of all of Wednesday night's action. Rough week? Well, cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/signup. And that way you can get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox. Speaking of joy, here's Bob.
Oh, thank you, Matt. We're looking at a beautiful sunrise on the Gutter Helmet Camp. Ocean view's cold, 37, a little frosty inland, but the mild weather will kick in again this afternoon. In fact, for the next couple of days for Delmarva. Cooler at the beaches. A few showers Thursday with the cold front. Nothing significant, but a big cool down for the weekend ahead. Your full forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com now.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
The weather is brought to you by Royal Plus. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make.
It starts small, just a drip. But when tragedy strikes, it doesn't wait for you to be ready. Whether it's a natural disaster or an everyday life mishap. In disaster's wake, there's only one call to make. Royal Plus Disaster Cleanup. Visit us at royalplus.com to learn more.
The time is now 6:47 and we are taking a live look outside at Ocean View this morning. And Bob, I'm hoping to see, got a beautiful sunset. That's what I was hoping to see, Bob. And that sun, it's warming things up slowly, but surely, a little bit.
We'll slowly get there, Elisa. It is a chilly start, though. Temperatures in the 30s, but by this afternoon, that will be a distant memory. We've got a big warm-up on the way. In fact, I'm thinking away from the coast, lower 60s today, but at the beaches, that water temperature still around 40 degrees, and that's going to be in the 40s and 50s for you, so a little chillier. And then Thursday, some showers, scattered showers with a cold front, nothing especially heavy. In fact, we're only thinking maybe isolated to maybe widely scattered chances of showers Thursday into Thursday afternoon. Then it's dry into the weekend. I think there's a better chance of more significant rain maybe later Tuesday into the middle part of next week. But out the door this morning, it's frosty, 29 in Redden, 32 in Seaford, Salisbury 31. A little warmer at the coast, lower 40s from Rehoboth down to Bethany Beach right now. As we're looking at calm winds, just a little bit of a breeze along the coast as we're looking at mostly clear skies. The flow is out of the northwest as we have high pressure building in from the west. So all the way from the Carolinas into the northeast, looking really good right now. And those clear skies extended to the Ohio Valley with high pressure. But there are some showers across the Midwest, even some wintry precipitation into Wisconsin. We have a frontal system out here, and that's the front that will give us a little bit of shower activity for tomorrow. Really not a lot. But out the door, we're rising above freezing this morning. It's a quick warm up by noon. Mid to upper 50s inland, but still lagging behind at the coast. 40s and 50s there because of the cold Atlantic Ocean. But inland, we're in the 50s and into the lower 60s for inland areas, but cooler at the beaches. Then I think we drop into the 40s as we go into this evening. But then what happens overnight, the winds kick in out of the south and the clouds increase. So temperatures actually rising towards Thursday morning into the lower 50s. And then we'll see those gusty southwest winds tomorrow and maybe some showers as soon as 10 a.m. tomorrow as that front makes its way through. Not a strong front with a lot of moisture, just looking at some scattered showers as we go into the afternoon, maybe a few hundredths of an inch of precipitation. That's about it. Those showers move out Thursday evening. And then by Friday, we're looking at cooler conditions, mostly sunny skies. Then the winds turn to the southwest. I think we're looking at a milder Saturday with lots of sunshine, but then another strong cold front moves through Saturday evening, and Sunday will be a cold and windy day. We'll see sunshine, but some places temperatures not getting out of the 30s. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 62 with sunshine today. A few showers Thursday with that front, 63. We do cool it back to 52 on Friday. Then a big change for the weekend. Saturday is a mild day if you want to do stuff outdoors, 63, because then it plummets to a high of only 39 on Sunday. Lower 20s to start Monday morning. 42 sunshine Monday, and then some improvement by Tuesday, partly cloudy and 54.
Bob, in Seaford, a homeless day center wants to extend their hours to overnight, but some parents and teachers from a nearby school, they're concerned about the shelter's proximity. The shelter's owner says overnight visitors would be monitored. She also says sex offenders are not allowed to stay at that site, but Cross Christian Academy CEO says they've had issues with the homeless day center.
Bring people in at night, have them sleep, do their laundry, take showers, and then they would go over to a day center during the day. So we wouldn't even be open during the day.
Why does it need to be there? That's the question. If you have to have the redemption center, we don't have to have it in the backyard of the school.
And while the shelter's request has been approved, Seaford Mayor Matt McCoy says school leaders are able to challenge it, and those school officials say they plan to do exactly that in the upcoming weeks.
New data shows what is keeping Ocean Pines police busy since the last meeting. The chief says there have been 125 traffic stops. Chief Robinson says domestic incidents are the leading cause for 911 calls in Ocean Pines. And there's also been complaints regarding cell phone service. Robinson says efforts to improve cell service are underway.
In Delaware, lawmakers there in the General Assembly, they're exploring nuclear energy. State Senator Bryant Richardson has introduced a resolution, and this would create a task force that will look into the feasibility of using small, modular reactors that Richardson says could provide a reliable, cost-effective, and carbon-free energy source. If approved, the task force will study potential locations, economic impacts, and other environmental factors.
We're seeing a gorgeous sunrise on the Cambridge Cam FH Fur. Look at that. Gorgeous start to the day. A beautiful day on the way. Cold start, but a milder end to the day today and tomorrow. Cooler at the beaches. Some showers Thursday with the cold front. Nothing significant. Then big changes, a big cool down for the weekend. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next. Stay tuned.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit GetMonkeyMagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
The Harry K Foundation presents its annual chocolate crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Get the CoastTV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696 or visit lizardflare.com now.
It is 6:55, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Spending requests are being reviewed in the Delaware General Assembly. The Joint Finance Committee is continuing its work on fiscal year 2026 budget for the state, and this morning the committee will review operating budget requests from state agencies. And the 2025 budget came in over $6 billion, and on his final day in office, then Governor John Carney proposed a budget that has a 7% increase. That new budget must be in place by July 1st.
Happening today, changes could be coming to how Marylanders choose presidential candidates. A bill looking to have ranked voting be in place in 2028. That's being debated in the General Assembly this afternoon. The state's Senate Education, Energy, and Environment Committee is holding a hearing on that bill. Voters would select several candidates and assign a rating of their top choices, and in theory, the candidate with the most votes might not be the winner under this system.
Happening now, Delaware State Police are investigating a crash that happened right here in the Lewis-Georgetown Highway near Josephs Road. According to troopers, the crash happened Tuesday afternoon, and troopers say a Subaru turned into the path of a Chevrolet Silverado around 12:20 p.m. And it is now 6:56. We're going to take another quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Bob, I'm looking for some fun in the sun on this Wednesday.
All right, and I think you will find it across much of Delmarva. Yes, it's going to be looking good. I think at the beaches you have to bundle up just a little more because it will be cooler there. Some places not getting out of the 40s, but I think lower 50s there. Inland, a little warmer. It's a chilly start, scraping some frost inland areas early, and then we'll see a nice warm up. Lots of sunshine and temperatures into the lower 60s. I'm shooting for a high right around 62 today. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Another mild day on Thursday ahead of a cold front, 63, with some showers, and then it cools down on Friday with a high of 52. Then big changes for the weekend. Saturday is mild, 63, looking good for the outdoor activities, and then a big shot of cold air to start March, kind of coming in lion-like. 39 Sunday, 21 Monday morning, 42 on Monday, warming up towards Tuesday. That's Mardi Gras, 54. Ash Wednesday, I think we have a better chance of more significant showers or rain then, 63, and then drying off and cooling off too towards the end of the week.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News midday at 11.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Wednesday morning, everybody.